Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel.
Hope you have a wonderful new year. Sound weird. But yeah, it is that time of the year. We're recording this in January of 2023. In this video, we're going to talk about Q&A, a post that I saw on the internet. It's somewhat relevant to personal finance. And I figured, I'm sure this person is not the only one out there who is thinking in a similar situation. And hopefully it actually be helpful for anyone out there who's
with similar situation. We just felt like feel like we should share it and then share our thought about how we're answering it.
That's it.
So the first question is, I'm a young guy with $10,000 saving, looking to break my family cycle of poverty. I was wondering what low medium risk investments are out there to grow wealth on top of wages.
I would say read a lot of books first of all.
Read
a lot of investment books. Do your own research.
Self-educate.
Self-educate. So.
But I don't know. When I was at that age, he didn't say. He's just a young guy. When I was at that age, I read a lot of books too, and then trying to get rich fast, get rich quick scheme. So we went into those. That's the only problem I have. Because you check on social media, people trying to sell you. They sell you is because they will make money. That's why they're selling you. And then reading all these books, people doing all this before, but maybe generation has changed, circumstances has changed.
The market and change
I think it depends on what kind of books. Maybe personal finance is just the basic one, not going into detail into your maybe crypto trading or day trading. Don't have to go that deep unless you're really interested in it. But then I think it's just basic personal finance, like how to budget, how to save money, how to live your life without any debt, or slowly growing your wealth, then you can retire early. So I think those kind of topics are good.
We started with that. I mean, I understand that, I guess, in the family group, it might be not in the same mindset. Breaking breaking that barrier, it might be a little bit harder because you are in that environment and hang out with the correct people, with, I guess, friends or family members who you look up to and can reach out and try to understand how do they make it. That would be another way. So once you go through that stage, once you found, like, I guess it's sort of like a mentor before you actually do it yourself, and maybe go to a couple of courses and figure out which one that you like. We tried day trading. We liked the idea, we liked the concept, but it didn't work out for us.
Not for us.
And then we tried high leverage property. Like the idea, having multiple different properties.
Can get maybe 10 properties in 7 years.
Correct, What is it? Buy 10 and then sell 5 and live with the other 5. That was the strategy that we look at as a simple concept. Like the idea of having the property, but we over leverage.
We were okay if we still work full time, but then we stopped working full time, and it was just unstable income. And we were stressing about the financial that we were in, and there were some renovation or some vacancy for the rental property. So we just too much stress. And brought into argument and with marriage.
And it did work out in that aspect of the property. So we learned from our mistake on that one. And then recently we started on ETF as well as macro investment. That might be a thing for you to
I don't think it's low to medium risk though. It's not low risk. No. If it's low risk, term deposit.
Well, that's the thing though. Like, if you really just want to understand how compound interest works, let's say, maybe a term deposit, try dab into that. And who knows, that might be for you because that's your risk tolerance level.
You start from there, something with low risk, because based on the question, it sounds like not many, like none of the family member know how to invest, because at least my family, they do invest and they talk about that, and I know what they invest was high risk and what is like more safe. Bank is always safer.
Correct. So I mean, if that's your risk tolerance, just to understand, okay, then if you lock your money away and then it will give you interest.
Learning from that, I'll say the first investment that I will do, because I did in just share trading, just one particular share. It was quite high risk, and then lost money and make money, but it's just going up and down too quickly. Or the other one, low to medium, maybe like a slow growth of ETF. Find an ETF that is low or high, not really high growth, because then which means it's high risk.
Correct.
Like steady, find a track record that's steady growth with some dividend, and use the dividend to reinvest again.
So that's where we're at. Like we tried a lot of different things, and then realizing, if I look back, I'm like, wow, that's really actually high risk.
Yeah, exactly. That's why, I don't know, when you were young, you just really trying to get rich quick.
And you feel
we were in a wrong mindset, really wrong.
And we were feeling like you're invincible because, hey, I'm young. Yes, I can, I guess get that money back in the near future, or oh, it's okay, I fell over while I was young. But at a certain level, at a certain time, you feel like, okay, I can't afford to lose anymore.
Yes.
So have that mentality, like you want to invest somewhere, but understand that there is risk involved. There's bound to be a risk of losing money, is there?
Yeah.
But the gain is also there. But if you study it, if you learn, self-educate, let's say, reading a lot of books, reading a lot of education in terms of investment, you'll be amazed what you can get into. Yeah. So I mean, for us alone, my journey towards FIRE alone, it didn't really click until recently, like say in the past, what is it, 2 years, 3 years, let's say, something like that, where we actually honing down and focus into it.
Because we realize loan or debt or paying interest is not the way FIRE is going. So we try to pay off all the debt, including investment properties as well. So because when you have more money going in, then you have more money to invest back in.
Correct.
What if your investment property, you still have to pay the bank, but then you don't have tenant, and you tie up with a job, and all your money going in there just to pay off the mortgage.
That's it. So
another piece of advice is just try not to go into debt. That's it. That is just evil.
I mean, overall, at a young age, you were able to save that $10,000 alone.
Hard-earned money.
That is hard-earned money, and you know for sure you don't want to lose that in one way or another. You try to treat it like this is like, I guess, a stepping stone to get out from the lifestyle, the poverty lifestyle. And hang out with, I guess, a lot of people that is in a similar mindset.
Maybe join like a group, social media, people that talk about money, and then how they do whatever they are doing that you can talk to. Because if your family is never invested, then you just couldn't ask them. You don't know what.
Funnily enough,
you don't understand.
my dad was like that. My dad is like, oh, okay. When I asked him about money, he's like, he doesn't really know much.
He just spent everything.
Yes.
Right.
So like, I understand where you're coming from though, because I lived through that when at a young age. It's like, oh, okay, money that you earn, automatically spend it to stuff that is somewhat useless. And then you don't want to go through that stage. But the fact that you're already asking that question now, you set yourself, I guess, towards in the right direction. And definitely educate. There's these days anyway, there's a lot of different platforms where you can educate. Like I found having a YouTube is actually a lot more educational.
You can find specific questions that you're looking for. Like Google or YouTube, you just type in how can I be frugal. I'm sure there will be a lot of answer.
Get out of the poverty life, or how can I go set myself towards
retire early.
For us is I guess number one would be invest in something that you understand, that you understand the risk. Not much of the reward, is more like the risk. Because any investment, like the reward is there.
But then normally when you invest, you just look at the reward. You really look at the risk. The risk is do not leverage when you invest. Because if you leverage, you will lose more than you have invested. So that is just big no.
for us, we try to minimize that risk as much as possible. Hence why we don't like going into debt, and we try to pay off every single mortgage there is out there.
In hours, you mean?
In hours, yeah. Sorry. But yeah, what else is there for at that young age? I don't know. Is there anything else?
No,
the main one,
just don't leverage. Educate yourself.
Yep.
And then group with like-minded people.
I mean,
I'm sure you will learn a lot.
I'll give you an example. When we started our journey with, I guess, micro investment or stock or shares, let's say, stock and shares, and I started only just with $5.
Yeah.
Yeah, with $5.
But that's high risk, I'll say. No, it's not low risk. Yeah, no? It's high risk.
Okay.
It is because one, it is not that you pick. They are the fund manager. They choose whatever they choose.
No, what I meant by that is like you start very small and understanding the whole entire process.
The process,
of it.
yeah.
And like, oh, okay. So if you put your money in the market, if you have fund manager, and you learn that as you go. You learn that as you read. You learn that as if you join a certain group, and understanding. Oh, okay, why is the stock going up, going down? How come one platform and another platform is different? You learn that as you go along.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we pay management fee for that too.
Correct. So, that's the skill set that I learned now. Okay, if I started over again, I wouldn't do it this way, but I would do it this way. But at the same time, we only invested a small amount of capital.
Yeah.
And which the risk tolerance for us is very low because
at that time we just didn't have much money for investment.
Yeah, and on top of that, it's like, okay, then if I do lose all of this, I'm okay with that.
Because we did not use leverage. It was all our hard-earned money as well.
And then, what was it? The other one is like, at $10,000, maybe have just try $100 on this. Try, $50 in that platform. If you like it, then keep on going. If it's working out, then keep on going.
Yeah.
And if you don't like it and then realizing goes, oh, this is not for me, you close that account. And then have something else that you're passionate about. So everyone's is different. Some people can make it.
Yeah, you're the try guy. You like to try everything.
Yeah.
For me, I'm not. I use the other strategy.
Which is you dig in the information.
Yeah, correct. Yes, I like to see what's people comment about that, the review first. I do a lot of research before I go in. Like ETF, you just spread it out everything. But for me, I go into number, go into details. Okay, which one is performing, which one is paying dividend, and then I'll put more in there.
Yeah,
that's how you learn it.
Yeah, and for me, I like learning as we go. Whereas you look at the data, the history, and read about how is the performance and whatnot. So, everyone's a bit different. So I don't know which way that you would be your preference would be. Our preference is a little bit of mix. So that's how we go tackle it in order for us to set off into financial journey. To be better off compared to the poverty line, let's say.
Yes.
If you like this type of content, guys, don't forget to subscribe, comment, and
see you next time.
Bye.